Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I didn't even know this game came out. Skull and Bones! The first quadruple A game! Ubisoft! Yeah! What a good year for Ubisoft. I can't believe its stock price is so cheap. Worth about as much as a... I think... there's so many dog shit indie games I played this year, but I don't know if that should really count for worst games. Only if they really overperformed and made it to best. Let me think real quick. Because I might just limit it to AAA. I usually do anyway. Because I play so many terrible indies. Into Membership King. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do only AAA for worst games. But there is an indie game that made it to my top 5 best. Who knows what that could be? We'll have to wait till I talk about the best games. Let's see what all came out this year. I feel like I already know what my worst games are going to be, but let's double check. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is 2024 in video games. I just want a release of every game that came out this year. Okay. Let's go. What is this? Arc 2 is not out yet. Why? This is in the future. Killer Bean! I can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. Shipwreck 64 was fun. Alright. I'm guessing I've got this set up right. It was on the Wikipedia page. You just missed it on the left. Oh, yeah, you're right. Game releases is down here. It's just at the bottom. This will be easier. Gungrave Gore. That didn't come out this year. This came out last year, but I'm guessing it's just for this platform, for the Switch. Why would they even bother? What was the point? This game made top 5 worst games of the year for me last year, didn't it? I'm pretty sure I put it on there. This game was awful. Even more embarrassingly, they paid a few streamers to play it, and they had to fake that it was even somewhat fun. Hey, Last of Us Part 2 remastered. That came out in January. It's also coming out again next year. No stinkers in January. Not that I played there. Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash is 100% going on my top 5 worst of the year. This game is almost unplayable garbage. A complete waste of the IP. Anime games always fall into one of 2 categories. Lazy arena fighter cash grab, or lazy... Visual novel's not the right word for it, but you know what game I'm talking about. Usually it's just the throwaway arena fighters, though. Also, they've been starting to fall into another camp with like gacha. They have like gacha elements, like that solo leveling one. I'm pretty sure is a gacha game. Is the solo leveling not gacha? Is it not? Am I misremembering? No, it is gacha. I thought so. Why think I say it's not? But yeah, this game sucks. There's not a single redeeming thing about it. They couldn't even be bothered to put cutscenes in the game. They just took still images from the show. That's how lazy it was. And this poor guy had to make a whole fucking cutscene compilation.
Wow. Even if he is a vassal, Jujutsu regulations demand Itadori be executed. However,
it's just completely worthless.
A request from a precious student.
I still can't believe you beat this game on stream. I said I'd do it, and I did it. Also, it was only like 4 hours. It wasn't really much. Did I beat it? I actually beat this game? I don't even remember doing that. You sure? I'm on I'm about to be on Act 2 of Cruel, Matt. I've been grinding the shit out of PoE. I love it. But yeah, this game's terrible. Absolutely going to be in my top 5 worst of the year. For sure. There's nothing to like about it. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I didn't even know this game came out. Skull and Bones! The first quadruple A game! Ubisoft! Yeah! What a good year for Ubisoft. I can't believe its stock price is so cheap. Worth about as much as a piece of bubblegum. Makes no sense with games like this. They invented the quadruple A gaming space with Skull and Bones. How's it doing, by the way? Is it the biggest game in the world? I just typed in Skull Bones. Why Skull and Bones failed? Well, it's a little early to throw in the towel. Wait, they actually made an update?
Hi everyone, it's Alexis from the Skull and Bones team. As we launch our 4th season, Shadows of the Deep, on November 19th, some of the changes we've made.
Is boarding still a cutscene?
We've streamlined the onboarding process to get you into the action faster. After a brief introduction, you now dive straight into St. Anne to learn the ropes from our local vendors and cutthroats. Once you've completed onboarding, you can view all active opportunities in the world through the Events tab in your journal. We've also introduced a recommendation system that features a pop-up. We've also added world event variants with different levels of difficulty from easy to mythic level to accommodate both solo and co-op pirates. The higher the level, the better the rewards.
That looks fun.
These events as
like a sea monster raid?
Allowing you
that looks like it could be fun.
Just by joining in. If you
hey, wait a minute. Maybe there's hope for this game yet. Nope, life is too short to be spent on this game. Not even the few Skull and Boners are excited about it. Best quality of life improvement comes from avoiding this dumpster fire. We want large ships boarding, being able to join other players' ships, and use weapons, swordplay, and guns. You telling me none of this is there? I know boarding's not there, it just plays a cutscene, which is mind-boggling. But what do I know about quadruple A gaming? This dragon's cool, though. Fighting a dragon on your ship, that could be fun. If it was in anything that wasn't Skull and Bones. I'll keep this up here as a potential top 5 candidate, but I feel like there were worse games than Skull and Bones this year. Hey, they made a Goblin Slayer game? I'm going to guess visual novel? Oh, this just took me to Goblin Slayer, the actual visual novel. Or the actual series. There's no tab for that. No, we're doing worse games right now. We're doing worse games. Oh, the Battlefront Classic Collection. This was broken when it came out. Trying to play this... Man, they don't have a tab for that either. Trying to play that on launch was miserable. That game just didn't work. Or wait, was it the... it was the Classic Collection, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was the Classic Collection. I couldn't remember if it was the Classic Collection or that other thing they did. Thanks, Neptune. You skipped Suicide Squad? No, there's no way. Hold on. I'll go back. Probably not going to be in my top 5 worst. But it is very impressive they took like a 20-year-old game and still couldn't make the multiplayer work. Like, how do you take a game that was totally functional 20 years ago and fail to make it functional now in the modern age? What a blunder. Where was Suicide Squad? Was it in February? I thought it was in March. I thought it was in the right month. Oh, here it is. You're right. I did miss it. It slipped right under my radar. Absolutely going to be on my top 5 worst games of the year. A complete slog. Oh, and they did just announce their final season. Well, I think it's season 4. I guess, yeah. This will be the last one. And it's only fitting that they go out with such a whimper.
What can I tell you about Deathstroke the Terminator that you don't already
Hey, thanks,
know?
Scribbles. I'll check it out.
Let's start with Batman. You know how
Gollum
that
was
went
last year,
down.
Cheetah.
I'm gonna tell you what came next. Spent a little time in Arkham. Did some healing. A different outcome. And I came out of it. Off all out. Had it found.
Where's the gameplay one? Oh, what? Here you go.
What can I tell you about?
Do love Kev.
I'll take a peek, Coast. Hope everything's alright. I've never heard of that game, Butter. I'll check it out.
See, I still need to deal with you myself. What?
This is what I saw. Pretty epic scene!
What? You listened to his speeches?
See, that's pretty cool. Brainiac killed. But not really. The game will never actually finish this story, because it wasn't good enough to last long. No, Brainiac's not actually dead. It's just one of the fucking multiverse seasons of Brainiac. It's just not a good game. There really was so little to like about it. I think there was like maybe a little bit of the gameplay elements they introduced, but the game itself as a package was just fucking miserable. And it had the cardinal sin of having so many escort missions with your little vehicle. Ugh, what a chore. What a chore. Sleep well, Sunshine. Thanks for the Prime Phoenix. Movement on some characters is so good. Yeah, some of the movement options I think were really creative. And it did feel good and pretty fluid to move around the world. But there'd be no reason to move around the world because there was nothing in it that was worth looking for or doing. Man, I fucking hated that game. Probably going to go on the top 5 worst of the year. Plus, even if we're looking at it from like a financial standpoint when it comes to flops, this game cost Warner Bros. About $200 million. So that's pretty impressive. And where'd we leave off? Here we go. The new Alone in the Dark game. I didn't finish it. It wasn't like bad, but I didn't finish it. Wouldn't go in my top 5 worst. Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, jeepers. Zoinks. This is still, to date, the only game I have ever played that would not work. When this game launched, I couldn't play it no matter what I tried to do. I still haven't played it because they released the game and it was... I couldn't play it. I tried streaming it. I tried even off stream. Didn't work. Never went back. Disaster. Disaster. It's still good, bro. Yeah, but they released the game that doesn't function. That's not really like a whoopsie-daisy. That's up there with like Cyberpunk's release. But I was able to play Cyberpunk on release. I couldn't play this. Yeah, Flow's an amazing movie. Glad you liked it. Watch One Piece, Typhoon, if you're gonna try and watch One Piece. Launched a non-functioning game with a fourth of the content of the original. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. I loved the first game. I thought the first game was amazing. And when this game didn't work for me, I didn't even bother really looking into it. I just remember there was like that dragon sickness everyone got mad about because you'd like turn the game off and then a dragon plague would sweep through and everybody's dead. You see, LEGO Horizon Adventure from Sony launched with fewer day one players than Concord and still has a similar all-time peak by 100. Eek. That's no good. Thanks for 10 gift sub, Slapnuts. I feel like I've seen that one, nephew. Do I think Assassin's Creed Shadows will flop? I don't know. I've been really tired of Assassin's Creed for 10 years, so I'm not really looking forward to it. I'll try it, but I'm not expecting much. Turbo Golf Racing. What is this? That sounds kind of cool. Another Demon Slayer game. Another Crab's Treasure, so good. Stellar Blade. Whoa! El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron. They brought that to the Switch? I did not know that game was popular enough for that port. This was a really cool game. Doubt it holds up well, but this game had a really nice style to it. This was back in the 360 era. Well, I figured El Shaddai was only going to be the game. Clearly it was more than that.
To save humanity.
That does not look how I remembered it in my head. Yeah, maybe there's a chance it just doesn't hold up all that well, you know what I mean? It was cool for its time, though, I'll tell you that much. See, this guy even made a whole video on it. Greatest game with the worst title ever. It's a good game. It was a good game. It was cool. Why are they still trying to port Biomutant elsewhere? Just let it die. It was terrible. Just let it stay in the ground. He's a membership professor. X-Defiant! Let's go! R.I.P. Didn't last super long, but you were there for a little bit. That's tough, that's tough. Thanks for your sub-liking. 9 Souls, let's go. Love 9 Souls. They made a Ninja Kamui game? Have some shame. Ugh. Amazing 3 episodes and then it becomes unwatchable trash. Not a lot of stinkers in these couple months here. Or AAA stinkers, rather. They had a Bleach game this year? Oh, it's a gacha game. Nice. Classic. Have you gotten a Concord? No, not yet. Not yet. Man, there really were not a lot of games. Like AAA. EDF 6, I still need to play that. The Bounty Hunter remaster was pretty good. Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. I played this one, right? Pretty sure I did. No, I didn't. He's a tier 1 bean. Madden 25 is the best Madden ever, but too bad the Madden reputation is destroyed. What makes it the best one ever? I haven't heard that take yet. Yeah, Suicide Squad's gonna be on the top 5 worst. And Skull and Bones, I've already got it saved up here as well. Oh, here's Madden 25. Concord! There she is. The biggest financial flop in entertainment history. A dead-on-arrival game. You all know how fucking terrible this game was. Like, the game itself was just like your throwaway generic hero shooter. Like, the game, like, it worked, it just wasn't fun. It was also way too slow. But it's just, conceptually, it should have never even been released. This should have just stayed an idea that they never actually pulled the trigger on. Charging $40 for a game that's just worse than all of the free alternatives is a bafflingly delusional decision. And also apparently cost $400 million. Thought it was the next fucking Star Wars. What game do you feel had the most wasted potential this year? I'd have to really think. Did not play the Dead Rising remake. Or remaster. Or no, it's a remake. It was a remake. Thanks, crazy. Probably not, Lab. Is that right, Iron? Well, that's a shame. Hopefully that won't be the norm. Star Wars Outlaws. I really didn't like this game at all, but I stopped playing it after like 3 or 4 hours. It was just so mind-numbingly boring. I feel like that should earn a place on the top 5 worst. There was nothing I liked about it. I didn't get into the story. The stealth gameplay felt like out of 2005 era. Luckily, they did make a change where now, if you get spotted during stealth, it doesn't insta-end the mission, which should have just been the default setting. There's just truly nothing I liked about Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, here, this is the huge update. I'll keep it there for now, we'll see. Oh, they also had that dumb lock-picking minigame where it was like a rhythm game for no reason, yeah. Did you like Indiana Jones? It wasn't terrible. I haven't finished it or anything, though. Is that the Armored MMA, Dell? I totally forgot about Funko Fusion. Shit. I wanted to play it. Damn. Oh, I got a 4 out of 10? That's higher than I thought I'd get. What a shame. Oh, and they're still releasing updates. That's so cool. I'm trying to think of other like really shitty games that aren't indie that I played this year, but I feel like I've already got them all. I don't think there was any other super stinkers. Oh, the Starfield DLC. Ugh. Just let it go. I heard the Until Dawn remake was worthless, so I didn't play that either. Man, you know what I did this year? I avoided a lot of the worst games. I really kind of only played the good ones, huh? It's just starting to dawn on me. I kind of only played the heaters. Outside of, like, some of the shitty games through Steam new releases. Yeah, I don't think I've got any others that I played this year that were just bad. I didn't like Veilguard at all, but I only played like 4 hours of it, so I can't put that in the top 5 worst either. I never played Slitterhead. It looked like it'd be a fun bad game, but everyone said it was just like really boring bad, so I didn't play it. See, like, damn, I really did avoid like all of the shitties. Thanks to the Prime Spaghetti and the Resub Coleman membership. Spheric. Probably not a Spheric. We'll see. Yep, that's going to be all she wrote. Yeah, that's all. Oh, wow. So it's between these 6, and I think it's kind of easy with these 6. I was never a huge fan, so I only played a few of the games. You heard of Night in the Woods? Sounds familiar. Isn't that the game I speedran? And no, I haven't played Lords of the Fallen with updates. All those Ubisoft games. Ubisoft's only in here twice. Poopysoft only had Outlaws and Skull and Bones up here for me. Alright, let's put them in order. And who's getting cut? I feel like Dragon's Dogma has to get cut because I couldn't play it. I literally couldn't play it, but I feel like that should also be a sign of just how bad the game was, that it didn't work on launch. Yeah, I've seen some of the episodes, Kato, of course. So I'm going to take Dragon's Dogma 2 out. So that is between these 5. Man, this one feels dirty since I quit 4 hours in because I just hated it. But you know what? That should be a strong indicator that it was one of my least favorite games of the year. I'll put Star Wars Outlaw at 5. No, maybe Skull and Bones at 5. This is another game I didn't play much of because it was just trash. Oh, this is so tough. You know, we'll do 5 and 4 to Skull and Bones and Star Wars Outlaws. Very interchangeable. Ubisoft, they can take the bottom here, and you can just switch them around however you want. The top 3 is where it actually gets competitive. Star Wars absolutely better than Skull and Bones. It's not even close. I'm not gonna fight you on it. I don't care. I didn't like either one. I think they're both just not good. Like I said, these are fully interchangeable with 5 and 4. It doesn't bother me. But this is where I'm actually going to start fighting people on, because I think Suicide Squad will be number 3. I think this will be number 3. And I really think, in a shock to pretty much everyone, I'm going to go Concord at 2, Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash at 1. And that's because, as I said, Concord as a game was just like the most serviceable, generic, formulaic throwaway hero shooter, but it played. It was a game you could play. Jujutsu Kaisen, there was nothing to play. Like, there was nothing there. Actually nothing there at all. This is the biggest financial flop in entertainment history, but setting aside the flopperooski of it, the game itself was better than Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. But you can't even play Concord now. Yeah, but you also can't even play Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash either, because the Lord himself will stop you from playing it, I would imagine, if there's any fucking justice in the world. So we can't look at it that way either. Also, Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash is $60. Is it still $60? Also, wasn't it 50? Let me see. Oh, it's on sale right now. That's big. Get your credit cards ready. Nope, still $60. You are correct. Another point into my bucket for why it's the worst game of the year. Reverse curse price tag. Yep, pretty much. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm satisfied with that top 5. Man, I did not play a lot of the stinkiest. Well, I mean, I played the stinkiest, but I didn't play some of like the more mid-tier stinky. I went straight to Methodist. I didn't dabble in like revolting. Yeah, I need to start playing more of like the mid-tier bad games. I'll start doing that again, I guess. Looking at that list, there are a couple bad games on there that I do regret not playing. 2025 New Year's resolution, I'm playing more of these like mid-tier games that I know are just going to be bad. I just really don't like to be bored with games anymore. Like, I'm not going to push through like a Star Wars Outlaws because it's bad and I'm bored by it. So I'm not going to fucking force myself to finish it. Same way I wouldn't force myself to finish like some of these other ones that I knew weren't going to be good, like Slitterhead, right? But 2025, I'll at least try and push through. But you'll push through Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. Yeah, like I said, I don't even remember finishing it. It's news to me. Have you seen Time Magazine's top 10 games of 2024? It's something. Let me see. Oh, sweet. Thanks for that, Ramir. And no, I haven't played it in a long time, Ramir. The 10 best video games of 2024. Number 10, Helldivers 2. It seems a little low, but it has been a good year for games. Number 9, Lego Horizon Adventures at number 9 for the top 10 best games of 2020. What planet are we on? Who played this? We were just talking about how this game had less players than Concord. Which isn't necessarily an indicator of, like, it being bad, per se. But it should at least tell some kind of story there. Huh. Quickly became one of PlayStation's most popular IP since releasing in 2017. The chance to explore the world through the lighthearted lens of Legos felt like an automatic win. Well, it wasn't an automatic win. It was like a catastrophic failure financially. Did you even play the game? That's so interesting. Number 8 is Star Wars Outlaws. What planet are we on? What kind of place is this? The top 10 for 20. This Silent Hill 2 remake was fine. Like, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought they did a decent job with it. I had a good time. Probably wouldn't be on my top 5 of 2024 though. Rebirth. Most people really liked Rebirth. That makes sense, I guess. Astrobot. Everyone liked Astrobot. That makes sense. What is their game of the year? I had a feeling it was going to be Veilguard. There was something tickling me saying that it was probably going to be Veilguard. What a list. Thanks for your sub, Saint. Wow. That is quite the list, Time Magazine. What? Hats off to what is oh my god, I can't even get this sentence out. It hurts me so much. Hats off to what has to be the most advanced character creation system ever brought to video games. No, it is not. What? It's far from it. Like, it's a fine character creator, but it is nowhere near some of the others. Like, even off the top of my head, if you want to choose, many people probably don't even know how good this character creator is. Naraka Blade Point, for example, has a much more sophisticated character creator. And it's not even close. There's so many other games. Like, even fucking Oblivion, I think, had a better character creator. What's your game of the year? Black Myth Wukong. I wouldn't put it at 7. That'd be my number 1. I love that game. I think so. You skipped 4 of the best games of the year. Not shocked. What 4? The only one I know of that I haven't played that might be one of the best games of the year is Metaphor. That's just an intimidating game to pick up, man. Embarking on the 100-hour journey. But I played Rebirth. I just did not like it. I did not like it as much as the Final Fantasy VII Remake. But I did play it. Just didn't finish it. Membership Ajax. Infinite Wealth, Rebirth, Metaphor, and Indiana Jones. Sneaking Indiana Jones in there is crazy to me. Like, the game's not bad, but it is not one of the best games of the year. Yes, it 100% is. That's crazy. That blows my mind that anyone thinks that could be Game of the Year. Play more and you'll see it's easily top 5. From the gameplay alone, I'll tell you it's not top 5. The gameplay...
Cái đẹp là sức mạnh làm lay động chúng ta. Đó là lý do tại L'Oréal dùng
RoboCop released this... Yeah, RoboCop came out this year. No big plans, Travis. Thanks, resub that. Pretty much every night, like at 9, Saint. You played 2.5 hours of a 12-hour game. You got no say in this? Brother, I don't see the gameplay. You know, I'm hopping on Indiana Jones.